got primary effects of new Leishmania measure antigen on Balb mice spleen. This slide is permaskal of Leishmania measure with Giemsa stain. Leishmaniasis life cycle and cutaneous leishmaniasis stored in human, cutaneous leishmaniasis stored in dog. Amastable leishmania measure free or within macrophages cutaneous lesions, H&E staining method. Leishmaniasis diagnosis. First, a measure should be considered chronic lesions in endemic area. Second, similar lesions. And third, identify amastable in the right Giemsa stain, touch preparation or touch isolation of the parasites in the culture. Its treatment is because the host immune system tends to resolve infection after 3 to 6 months. Treatment of the lesions generally focuses on limited tissue damage and necrosis. A number of different treatments have yielded results of varying effectiveness in the treatment of a measure caused cutaneous leishmaniasis. Fluconazole and paramycin and antimony. Its prevention, interrupting sandfly life cycle, removing pathogen reservoirs, avoiding sandfly, bites where the measure is endemic. Sandfly usually bites between dusk and dawn, and thought a vaccine does not yet exist that can prevent cutaneous leishmaniasis. Our project is primary effects of new Leishmaniasis measure antigen on pulps in mice in spleen. Its material and methods is 120 young adults, female and males, bulbs in mice, cultured and isolation Leishmania parasites. Leishmania permasticos of Leishmania measure WHO strain were provided by the Tehran University of Medical Sciences. It's were grown in 3 and medium and RPMI 60-40 supernatant with 5% to 10% FCS. Harvested parasites and counted in Neubar chamber and kept at minus 70 degrees centigrade until use. Parasite dilution and divided into 5 batches, dose each other, used one in activation procedure, freeze and thaw, autoclave, or inactivation and at 56 centigrade degree. At least antigen proceed, the dose of the vaccination certificate according to 1 or 200 microgram per 0.1 milliliter Leishmania proteins per dose. It continued with vaccine preparation. The content of protein in each dose was estimated by the Lowry method. 2 injection dose 1 or 200 microgram per milliliter were administered. The vaccine was stored at 4 degrees centigrade until use. Just before injection, BCG vaccine 200,000 CFU leaf BCG per 0.1 milliliter. And 400 milligram alcoholic extract of Teucrium Polium per 0.1 milliliter dissolved in 1 distilled water and 2.5 milligram per 0.1 milliliter of used for each injection dosage solution. 1 or 200 microgram per 0.1 milliliter. It continued with injection group. LT received 1 or 200 microgram per 0.1 milliliter of the crude cocktail antigen plus alcoholic extract of Teucrium Polium as adjuvant. LB received 1 or 2 microgram per 0.1 milliliter of the crude cocktail antigen preparation plus BCG as adjuvant, and LBT received 1 to 2 microgram, 200 microgram per 0.1 milliliter of the same antigen preparation plus alcoholic extract of Teucrium Polium and BCG as adjuvant. Control had not received antigen injection. All 3 groups received antigen subcutaneously, and they were received 2 booster injections with 1 week interval. A week after the last booster, all animals, including control group, were challenged with 300,000 per 1.1 milliliter Leishmania measure per massacre. The protective response was evaluated by the challenge effect, which noticed almost daily for 70 days over all mice. Evaluation was composed of the lesion induction and rate of survival. This is our injection group and injection dose mice, Balb mice, and LT group, 100 injection dose mice. It's continued with white pulp size measurement. The animal survival from post-challenging were euthanized using the ethyl ether necropside, and spleen was removed and fixed in 10% buffer formaldehyde solution. The fixed spleen tissue were processed in a tissue processor. Paraffin blocks were made, and 4 to 5 microns tissue sections were prepared and stained with Harris hematoxylin and ozine method. The expression rate of the spleen white pulp size was evaluated using a light microscope with an eyepiece reticle. Our results show that difference between the LB, LT, LB, and LBT and control group were statistically significant. Compared to control group, the spleen white pulp size increased in the group LBT and LB, but not in LT group. The higher expansion rate of the spleen white pulp size was found in the LBT group. Differences was significantly statistical. P-value for LT, LB, and control group were 0.02 and 0.036 and 0.005. Among the group LT, LB, and LBT, the lower spleen white pulp size was seen in the LT group. There was a significant differences between LBT and LT groups, and LB and control, and differences were significant. The SWP size expansion rates differed in the female and male for LT, LB, and LBT, and control group. Largest SWP size expansion were seen in the female Balb mice LBT group. Smallest were seen in the male Balb LT group. Higher survival rate was seen in the LT group, followed by the Leishmania measure challenge. Protection rates 70 days post-challenging in the LT, LB, LBT, and control group were 50%, 25%, 30%, and 20%, respectively. Lower survival rate was seen in the control group challenged by the leaf measure per mastigotes. Spleen white pulp size LB dose 100 Balb C. This follicle is expansion in the spleen. Figure 1. The effect of the crude cocktail L-measure vaccine antigen preparation on spleen white pulp size in the group LT-LB and LBT challenged with the leaf Leishmania measure per mastigot. Compare the control group. Differences between the LBT group and 3 groups of LT, LB, and control group is significant statistically, but differences between 3 groups of the LT, LB, and control group is not significant. Table ANOVA. The result of analysis variance show a significant difference in white pulp size between Balb C mice. Discussion. Our research method combination of freezing and thawing, autoclaving, heat inactivation, chemical inactivation offer many Leishmania epitopes. It could be expected that some of these epitopes could induce such an immune response which capable to protect the vaccinated subjects. It seems that when BCG and alcoholic extract of Teucrium Polium are used together, they show a remarkable synergistic effect. The crude cocktail antigen preparation plus alcoholic extract of Teucrium Polium and BCG or plus BCG alone is not recommended for the provisional vaccine in spite of their potency in both cell-mediated or humoral immune system, immunity induction. The live BCG could produce mycobacterial infection, particularly in the immune-compromised or immunodeficient subjects. Indifferences between two groups of female and male Balb mice were statistically different. We expect that the new antigen formula must show the following characteristics in order to use as a satisfactory vaccine. Firstly, it could induce a reasonable immune response which activated macrophage, therefore it enabled macrophage to inhibit propagation or destroy intracellular mastocytes at the early stage of infection. Secondly, could inhibit transformation of promastocyte or organism to intracellular forms or amastocyte at the site of parasite entrance. Thirdly, to induce a safe and potent immune response which could help clinically infected individuals to eradicate the intracellular form of Leishmania organisms. Fourthly, from our point of view, the side effect of the antigen preparation must be negligible or tolerable when it is administered, since induction of high level of cytokines, including inflammatory cytokines, or activation of a large proportion of lymphocytes will have grave consequences. LT preparation is safer than those supplemented with a live BCG as adjuvant, since they could produce mycobacterial infection, particularly in the immune-deficient individuals. The crude cocktail antigen preparation at doses of 1 or 200 microgram per 0.1 milliliter, which is adjuvanted with alcoholic extract of Teucrium Polium, could induce an acceptable and satisfactory immune response in the Balb mice. To evaluate the preparation as a provisional vaccine against Leishmania major infection, the author recommended further investigation conducted in other susceptible species, including canine species. Finally, mass production of antigen preparation as a vaccine must be feasible commercially. It is our references, and thank you very much.